We all lose focus sometimes. Sometimes when we've got so many things to do, and particularly when you're the person looking after other people, it's so easy to put your own needs last. When you've got a busy family life, when you've got elderly parents to look after, there's so much to do, you're working full time. It's as much as any of us can do to have any time to even think about what it is we really want in our lives and what we really want to achieve. And if this is you, if you're really feeling overwhelmed and that there's just any dreams that you had, just there's no space for them, there's no time for them, it can start feeling really depressing. It can make you feel really low because you're not really following your own heart and your own destiny. And actually, when we put other people first all of the time, it really doesn't serve us. It doesn't make us happy, won't make them happy. And there's so much that gets lost along the way. And if this is really resonating with you, I'd say to you, look, there's some really great things you can do. You can create that little bit of space in your day by putting your devices down for a moment. Stop the endless scrolling. You don't need to be looking at Facebook. You don't need to be doing those things. You can just put that down for a moment and just take even just 1 minute. Just take 1 minute out of your day just to sit still without all of the external stuff coming in. Just to sit still quietly and just observe what's around you. And really notice the things that maybe you didn't notice or you wouldn't have noticed if you hadn't have just taken 1 minute to just be. They say that, we're human beings, we're not human doings. And some of the constant busyness, some of the constant activity is like to mask who we really are, because we can't just be with ourselves. And that just 1 minute could make all the difference, because that's the chance to really stop, take stock and breathe. Breathe in, breathe calmness in, and breathe the stress out. And deep breaths, a few deep breaths will make an enormous difference, just calming your nervous system, calming your mind, calming your body. And those deep breaths make all the difference to your health. And the next thing you could do is take a walk. Take a walk outside, and I'd encourage you to walk without headphones and without external music, and just quietly listen. And as you're walking, quietly listening, really listen for the sounds of nature and observe the sounds of nature around you. Even if you're in the most urban environment, there's nature all around. You just have to listen for it and look for it and notice it. The next thing I'd say, look, it's really important when you're feeling overwhelmed and if your needs are being put last, is to really get clear in your own mind what those needs are. Like, what is it that you're not doing that you really wish you were doing? And one way to do that is to write them down. I'm a big fan of the journal. And if you get a journal and write it down, or just any piece of paper, write it down. Write 3 things that you always wanted to do that you're currently not doing. And then find the time, There's stuff that you love doing. Write down the 3 things that you love doing. You could write down 3 things you always wanted to do and you never have got round to doing. What are they? Really get focused on them, and then look at your diary and find the space, create the space, even if it's way ahead. There'll be a space, there'll be some time for you to just pick out one of those things that you love doing and put it into your diary. And I invite you to also choose one thing that you always wanted to do and put that in your diary too. I'm Tammy Parnell. If you want to book in for a discovery call with me, I do RTT hypnotherapy, and I can help you really clear away the overwhelm and really get through this position in your life when you're stuck and you just don't know where to turn because everything else seems to be on top of you and you can't find your own purpose and your own real direction in life. So just book in for a discovery call with me and I'll explain how that works. You can ask any questions that you want.